Putin received a big shock. Russian helicopter was completely destroyed. Ukrainian army cheers victory. In the tension of war and Russian military brutality. Another glorious victory for Ukraine. Ukrainian soldiers applaud as a Ukrainian anti-tank missile shoots down a Russian helicopter. This is a piece of news that struck the ears of President Putin. Ukrainian servicemen can be seen in the video cheering after successfully trying to destroy a Russian helicopter that was flying near a military facility in Ukraine. As President Volodymyr Zelensky has warned time and time again, airstrikes from Russia pose a grave danger to Ukraine. However, a majestic no-fly zone from the West was not an option. It seems that the cost of Putin's aggression and inhuman warfare is looming. Along with this atrocity of the Russian military may reduce the determination of the Western nations to supply and support the Ukrainian army in their efforts to repel the invaders from the south and turn back to where they came from. On the other hand, Putin is just a jet. In addition, the Russian pilots, who were told they would have a good time and drop bombs without objection, will now have second thoughts. A rocket up the exhaust is sure to focus the mind. One source quoted that, after successfully dismantling the Russian helicopter, a Ukrainian soldier could hear the cry "Davai" to indicate the success of the task. Cheers could be heard from the Ukrainian military, who were standing nearby and watching the action from afar. The jubilant applause and cheers that followed successfully confirmed President Zelensky's position on the Russian airstrikes. On the other hand, Putin never intended to end a war, quite the contrary. The 2014 Winter Olympics, the annual Grand Prix starting in 2014, and the 2018 World Cup both aimed to elevate Russia's position on the world stage as a modern nation. His problem started when the Ukrainian Revolution of 2014 and the situation in Syria meant he could lose Russia's only overseas naval bases, Sevastopol and Tartus. He would have looked weak at home, so he took action, and here we are today. Russia is back to the closed communist regime. According to many opinions, Russia should never be allowed to return to the international community. Putin is not a weirdo. There are too many like him for the country to be trusted again. I don't like it in general because there are some good Russians. But they seem huge, utterly brutal and inhumane. Ukraine's president has hinted that the airstrikes are a danger to Ukrainians, both military and civilians, who have been unable to evacuate the country since the war began in 2014. Zelensky and Klitschko agree that Russian airstrikes pose a great danger to Ukraine during this war, and Klitschko agrees.